Okay, now that we're done setting up our QGIS project, we're going to install the QGIS plugin for Mergin Maps, log in, and create a Mergin Maps project with the plugin. Okay, so here I am in QGIS, and I'm going to go to the Plugins menu and choose Manage and Install Plugins. And I'll use the search box on the All tab to search for Mergin. And I'll see the Mergin Maps Projects plugin. And I already have this installed, but you simply search for it this way and click Install Plugin and close the plugin manager when you're finished. And so here I have the Mergin Maps plugin. It shows up as a toolbar. It will also appear in the browser panel. So if I switch to the browser panel, you'll see Mergin Maps there as well. And you'll see it says not configured and some of the buttons are grayed out. I believe it's also on the plugins menu, Mergin Maps. So it appears in at least 3 places here. So what I'm going to do is click the Configure Mergin Maps plugin button. And this is where you have to remember your username and password. So you have to have created a Mergin Maps account before this point and know your username and password. So enter your username and password and click OK. And now you can see that we have some more buttons activated, and in the browser panel you'll see I have created some projects, so it shows me my existing projects. There's also an option to explore projects that others have created that they've made public. But I'm going to stick with the task at hand and create a Mergin Maps project by pressing this button. And I guess there's some unsaved changes, so I will save them now. And we get this Create New Mergin Maps Project window. So here we have set up a project probably in the most robust way, but also the most complex way. So I just want to point out from here, you can create a new basic project, which is the easiest, but maybe not most flexible way to do it. You can package the current QGIS project or use the current QGIS project as is. And if you have set up your entire project in one folder, which contains your project file and all of your data, then you can use the current QGIS project as is. So we're going to use that option here because we've done everything correctly. And I can see the owner of the project is me, and then I can enter a project name. I'll just call this Field Data Collection Course, and you can see the path to the folder, and I'll click Finish. So you'll get this synchronization window, and it's pushing the project up to the cloud. Now it's finished. And I have a Mergin Maps project, and it will now appear in my list, Field Data Collection Course. If I expand this folder in the browser panel, we'll see there's a .mergin folder there that has some of the synchronization settings. Here we have our 2 MB tiles layers, the study area geopackage, the survey geopackage, and our project file. So I'm going to open up the Mergin Maps web page, and I'll refresh this. I'm logged into my account. And I can now see Field Data Collection Course, which I just uploaded. So if I click on this, I'll see the data that is in this project. And I don't have any data yet in this, but there is a history setting that would allow you to see the changes that you've done. Once we've collected some data in the field, we can revisit this. There's also a Settings tab. And you can use this to, for example, invite collaborators. So if you have other colleagues who have Mergin Maps accounts, you can search for them in here and invite them to be collaborators on your project. And at that point, you can also assign permissions, what they're allowed to do, what they're not allowed to do. By default, this is a private project, but I could make it public if I so chose, and other people could download it and use it. Or I could transfer the project to another user or delete the project. There's also an option to just download the project. So even if you're not using Mergin for data collection, you can actually use Mergin Maps to simply pass projects back and forth. That's another way it can be used. So it's quite simple, and now we are ready. In the next video, we're going to look at the Input app and how we can download this project from the Mergin Maps cloud onto our phone and go out and collect some data.